evening. My name is Yohanny, and I want to start my exposition with those questions. The first one is, what is your opinion about this picture? And what are the effects in our real life? Now, I give you a small paper for you, and you write your opinion and what is the effect in only 2 words. You have 30 minutes. Yeah, very good.
How many?
This question. Only in 2 words. What is your opinion about this picture and what is the effect? Everybody have?
I don't.
30 minutes.
In 2 words, 7 minutes.
In 2 words, yeah.
He doesn't care.
Look at the picture. What is your opinion about the picture? In 2 words. Time's up. Now, everybody.
I thought you said
30 seconds. I'm sorry. 30 seconds.
Seconds.
30 seconds. Everybody have a paper, a small paper. In those papers has a number, but only 3 persons are the winning to answer those questions.
I know.
Yeah, look your paper. There are 3 numbers different than the other. 3 numbers are red colors. The first one is number 3. Who has number 3?
Me.
Oh. Can you tell me what is your opinion about this picture? In 2 words,
I have
your
one.
opinion.
Can I use one? Inequality.
In 2 words.
Inequality.
Inequality. You write only one? Number 9. Who has number 9? Is red color number 9. Jimmy. Jimmy is the second meaning. What are the effects in our real life in 2 words?
2 words. Reality and cruelty.
Reality and cruel.
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 Yeah. And I have another wing, number 16. Who has number 16? Yeah. Discrimination. I agree with Maria. When I see that picture, in my mind, I think, wow, that is discrimination for women. That picture means the woman don't have possibility in our professional life, in our personal life.
Actually, it is.
Oh my gosh.
Question.
Why did I choose?
Yohanny.
She has a question.
Oh, you have. I'm sorry.
In that picture, it's woman heavy than man.
Yeah.
So, what?
In that pictures?
Yeah, that's woman heavy than man.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
It's okay. I think that this makes sense.
Yeah.
Can you call in me for a
Yeah.
minute?
Is the
You have the opposite, yeah?
yeah.
I have a question too.
Yeah, I think is the fork we can see the picture, we can see the life. The second.
Wait, Johanny, go back there for a minute. I think so many people want to mention something about that.
Yeah.
Go back to that picture
Yeah.
for 1 second. So I think, for me, this related to a theme in the video where she was talking about how there are more expectations on women than there are on men. So you didn't give me a paper, but I participated anyway. I put double standards. Double standards.
Yeah.
As in, the things that men do or are expected to do are outweighed by what women and men are expected to do.
This body. equality, yeah, it's true. Yeah. Ahmed?
I think because I think the symbol is regard the law. This object, this symbol, refer the justice.
Balance.
Yeah, the balance is regard a justice. Yeah, but when I think the justice is different, the real life. I think in the justice, in the law, in the constitution, men, humans have the same rights, but when we give for reality, this rule, this right no equal for both.
Yeah.
So I think this this picture no disregard. I think in the law, in the constitution, when you look for look at to Constitution of United States, men and women have the same right, but in the reality, men have more rights or more no right, but more advantage than human. But I think this picture no give the real intention of the law. I think this picture is adjusted with the law, no about the reality.
Why did I choose this video? I choose this video because I want to try to understand why women are so limited in the professional role. In my life, I want to be a leader and help other women understand that they have the full capacity and potential to be whatever they wish and want to be in their role. I am very concerned for all those women out there that doesn't realize they have great talents in all the sense of the word. They just need to bring it out and demonstrate they are great professionals and cope and balance with their professional lifestyle. I think women have many potential. And the video Sherry say in the time ago the women doesn't have many opportunity. Today we have, but it's not too much. This is my issue, why we have too few women leaders. By Sherry Sandberg. There are many reasons for don't have women leaders. The first factor is women earn less than the men. You can see the picture. The first one, women earn 35,296 and men 42,918. You can see the difference. There are 18% the difference. Women earn less than the men. Here I have a paper. And you can see female leaders in the world. We can see the percent women leaders in the world, how many there are.
18
Someone read for me, please.
There are currently 18 female world leaders, include 12 female head and government, and 11 elected female head of state. Some leaders are both.
Another one. Maria?
Although they hold almost 52% of all professional level jobs, American women lag substantially behind men when it comes to their representation in leadership positions.
They are only 14.6% of executive officers, 8.1% of top earners, and 4.6% of Fortune 500 CEOs.
CEO.
Other?
They hold just 16.9% of Fortune 500 board seat in the financial service industry, and they make up 54.2% of the labor force, but they are only 12.4% of executive officers and 18.3% of board directors. None are CEO.
They account for 78.4% of the labor force in healthcare and social assistance, but only 14.6% of executive officers and 12.4% of board directions. None, again, are CEOs.
Now, you can see current female president in the world. Only 7 women there are presidents in the world. Only 7. In Brazil, in Liberia, Central Africa Republic, in Switzerland, in Argentina, and South Korea.
But they are presidents right now, or they
No, right now, current.
Not
Right
number
now.
one, right?
Yeah.
So,
Right now.
except for
No,
Brazil.
No.
because she received a coup
She had a coup
She
d'etat.
was
based
taken
on
out.
sexist.
She was impeached.
And
yeah.
Argentina, no, too, because the actual president of Argentina is a man.
It's a general.
Cristina Kirchner is a former president of Argentina, too.
So it's only 5.
Yeah, just 5.
It's only 5.
Well, I think Brazil just changed like 2 months ago. So
Yeah.
if you know,
That's
that's I
cool.
think that's
Yeah.
okay, and that's interesting about Argentina.
Yeah.
yes.
But either way, between 5 and 6 like current leaders, right? And that's problematic nonetheless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
America.
And hopefully
Yeah,
America,
get the
right?
A1.
But that paper, you can see the less opportunity the women has around the world. It's not only in the United States. In my
Yeah.
country is the same. In your country is the same. We don't have the same opportunity that the men. Another factor
Anywhere else.
is we don't have the same opportunity. It's the same I told you.
Yeah.
You can see the picture. The women earn less than the men. Sometimes when we say, I can't do it, why? In the mind, the people say, because you are a girl. I think, I don't know why I need to understand why people think this form, why we can't do it because we are a girl. I need to understand about that. And another factor is men earn more than the woman. Why? Because they think the men work more hours than the woman, and the men work overtime, and they experience work. And I think we need to stop the discrimination. That for me is a discrimination of the woman. The third factor is ourselves. Yes, because we don't take the possibility to demonstrate our capacity. Another thing is our culture. And in the video, I really love those phrases. The first one, sit on the table. Doesn't feel exclusion. When I sit on the table, doesn't feel the exclusion. Our opinion, our work our functions are important around the world. The second phrase is make your partner a real.
Partner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We are represent the society, and we are women rights. Don't be afraid. Don't feel oppression. We can negotiate. We can get our opportunity the same that the men. And the other phrase is don't live before live. We can make the progress. We can keep hands up. We need to understand we have capacity to be a leader. And we can work very hard like the men. Now look at the picture. What do you think about that phrase? The women are the sex weak. What is your opinion about it?
That is very common.
The weak sex.
The weak sex.
Mhm.
No, it's inverse. The weak sex.
Backwards. Yeah.
Yeah.
The weak sex. What is your opinion about it?
This is the physical part of the woman. It's not about the emotional. My opinion is refers to the physical. You know, that
Yeah.
men doesn't have the physical strength to do some works or some jobs, like maybe construction, or maybe lift heavy, heavy things or something like that. But it's not, in my opinion, it's not about emotional things.
In my opinion, I think affect the emotional too. Because when I think the man is only the truth, the man is only the strength, the man is only can do it, I think it's not the balance. That phrase is not the balance, the woman and man, because around the world, people think only the man can do it, anything. The woman, simple for as a woman, can't. And it's true that the men are strong. Do you think that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
I don't.
the men
It's okay.
No.
Depends. It's
Let's
okay.
say
It's
Strong
okay.
how? Strong how?
Like physically.
Yeah.
physically they have more muscles than women.
Nah, because
I mean, that doesn't have to be true though.
But
Anatomically, right? They have an advantage, but women can train.
yeah.
But like mentally strong, I don't disagree that men are stronger.
yeah.
Physically,
No,
physically,
me
yes.
neither.
And emotional, do you think the man is only the strong?
No, men are babies.
And do you think the man is the only can leadership around the world?
No.
But this is the problem. This is the problem. Some person think that the man is the only leadership. This is the problem. The woman can't go leadership around the world. Look at we read only 5 women around the world are president. This is the problem. The people think only the men can do it. The people think only the men can negotiate. Remember the last debate when Donald Trump say Hillary Clinton, you lack,
Black.
you lack
Stamina.
yeah, lack stamina. Yeah. Why? Why the woman can't do it? Women are the top just 20%. Say Sherry in her video. This is a big problem. Women are the top just 30%. In the video, she talked about her brother. Do you remember?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She said an example about her brother
Yeah.
when she and her friends read a lot of books and she went to the class, but her brother don't have time for doing it.
Yeah.
And he only read one book. When he has the test, he went for her and her friend and talk about that, and she heard him. And when she said her, how was your test? He said, I am the best student in the class.
Yeah.
What is her reaction?
How can you be, you didn't study, you don't know anything, but you
Yeah, because she say, hey, you don't know about
You don't know
that.
anything. So
Why you are the best student? Now, I have another information. Another information. That's why women are the top just 20%. Women now outnumber men in global attendance and graduation rates. Most gangs are in developed nations. In some countries, as many as 2/3 of graduates are women. Though discrimination still
Lingers.
lingers. Globally, the ratio is 93 men to 100 women. Men tend to concentrate in engineering and the science, while women gravitate toward less lucrative degrees in humanities and art. Women are paid less for their work, often because of time of a child or elder care. The growing gender divide in education pose challenge. Explain demographer Joseph Crane. Highly educated and socially autonomous women in particular are encountering difficulties in meeting and dating marriageable, equally successful men. He writes, where educated and financially self-sufficient women are less likely to feel a need to marry. If married, they are less willing to tolerate a troubled relationship. Policies that promote flexible work schedule, improve parental leave policies, equal pay as well as school fees and mere dropout rates could reduce gender inequality and they represent the ring. So, women have more percent to graduate in universities than the woman, but women don't receive the same pay. Women receive less. We can do it the same job, but we don't have the possibility have the same balance in our professional life. This phrase for the video, I like. Don't leave before leave. We can make the difference. We have the capacity. We need to believe ourselves. We can do it a good job. Thank you.
anywhere. Questions?
Oh,
You forgot your
Yeah,
questions.
I forgot.
It's okay. We'll clap again in a few minutes.
Yeah, I have two questions for you about my discussion leader. The first one is, do you agree or disagree with the other argument? Why? Do you agree or disagree for why we have too few women leaders around the world?
I agree with her.
Why?
Because the factors that she showed us, I think they're true. And like ourselves, I think it's like a big factor because sometimes we think that we cannot do it. So maybe sometimes you know that you're doing a good job, but it's not enough. Just because
Yeah.
it's in your mind. So I agree with her, and we should do something like to fix that, like starting for ourselves.
I agree, but I think that she show sometimes information. I think she considered the cultural aspect, but sometimes she identified the problem with the own women. Sometimes she considered the women as like incapable,
Incompetent.
sometimes to against the real situation. I think sometimes she forgot to identify how in the company, the same company, in our society, the culpability no is because the human. I think that the problem no is because the human don't agree with yourself. But in some time, I think she identified the problem in human, but no consider how sexism culture is promoted by men, no human. The man that the man that creates this situation, no human. So I think it's she needs explain more about the sexism culture. No identify. I think it's like I don't know in English how to say self-help. I don't know.
Yeah, self-help.
Self-help. I think she make his presentation like self-help with a problem was more the human than man, because the problem is created by man, not the human.
I think that's a really interesting take on it, right? Because all of the sexism that's present in society, right, is crafted by these gender roles that we've seen historically and all over the world. And in the U.S., the situation is much better than in many places, right? But the point is that, of course, there's still that disparity, especially when it comes to pay, right? And I think she maybe just touches upon the structural implications, and she does tend to say like women. And I think it was intended to be empowering. But I think that it was also maybe a bit like self-deprecating, like kind of like taking ownership of something that we didn't do ourselves as women. You know, and there's only. It has to be addressed on a larger structural scale than just as an individual. And I think it starts with individual empowerment, right? But it has to be a whole movement, right?
And actually, she talked about that. She said that how sometimes women don't believe in their success. How women tend to say, "No, well, hey, I can help." instead of saying, no, I did that. That was mine.
Uh-huh.
Nobody helped me. So she kind of talked about that, how women kind of lean back a little bit and say, no, I don't want to be involved. So the father not a girl man. The father is a woman who don't want to be involved.
Right.
So that's the problem sometimes we have. And also, like the teacher said, if you analyze all the history, the complexity involved in that problem, the problematic thing, you see, like a long time ago, for example, Africa used to have only woman as a leader for millions of years. Only woman could be the imperatrice in Ethiopia for 1,000 years. But with the conquest, they changed the mentality because who was the conquest? Men. There was no woman who came to conquest nobody. It was only men. They came in and said, no way, you can't have a woman leading. No way, change that. So that's how the society changed. That's how we live like that. If you look at all aspects, religion, political, all these, the same thing. It's all men ruling. Even in the Bible. You 12 apostles is what? Men, no woman. So that's a clear example.
I think she concentrates only the problem from the female themselves. I think there is another issue. The regulation and legislation, they should adapt it to become more in favor of women, not only for men. Because I think women, they cannot work like a woman in every time, and they cannot work 24 hours like him. But even the payment, it should be equal. It's depend on the government legislation. But from my perspective, there is job cannot work by women. It's difficult for them.
Sorry, I don't understand. Sorry.
He's saying there are jobs.
Some jobs cannot. The woman, they cannot work.
Like the same, some jobs
Like we
not suited
shouldn't be
for
doing-
men too. Some jobs men cannot do it.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Yes.
Yeah, some job can I do it, but the problem is the mentally, the woman can't receive the same balance that the men.
Even
They
though
should-
they,
Can I just-
they
can
do
I
the
ask-
same job, they don't get paid the same. That's the point.
what's the
Can I
point?
ask though about, sorry, can I just ask about there are jobs that women can't do?
Good.
Yeah.
Like what are they?
Construction.
I like your question.
I know a lot of women who
Yeah.
work in
I
construction in
think
Brazil
they can
and
just-
work hard too.
It's difficult for them.
In Brazil,
Yeah, and men can do some job.
Someone?
Some
But
job.
I don't think it's a question of whether they can or
mean,
can't. I think they
course not.
can.
Yeah.
You know, but
Yeah.
as effectively, as efficiently, can they pick up cinder blocks and throw them over their heads? No, because the muscle mass is different.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But can they?
Yeah,
Sure.
they can.
They can,
Right, they
but
can.
actually, they can work in
It's not
other
gonna
job
be a
better
problem.
than this.
Yeah.
They can work as a teacher, they can work as a doctor, they can work as a nurse, they can work as engineering, but not in military or construction. It's
Say
difficult.
something.
because if we consider this point of view, we consider the world 200 years ago. Like the work today was just with muscle. So if I have a muscle, I can work about something, and if I don't have a muscle, I can do it. Because nowadays the workforce is totally different at 10 or 15 years ago. So, but includes today, women can work, and we have a lot of examples in the world. Women can work in all type of work in the world.
They can, but
She can drive. She
don't
drive.
believe
She
it.
can.
they can, but it's better for them to work in a job rather than a job
Easier,
that,
yeah.
Because during the
Hold on,
the
define
18th
easy.
century,
Define easy, right? Easier.
Easy.
You're
Yeah,
saying
it's
easier.
easy, more
But
easy.
define easier, right?
Less
I mean, if we're
physical.
just talking about physical
Yeah,
labor,
like
and
less
okay.
physical,
Yeah,
uh,
so you're probably much stronger than me,
Less
right?
physical.
Because
Yeah.
that's just the reality.
Yeah.
But I think we have to look at how distribution of workers has happened throughout the years. And when we say, oh, well, you're a woman, you should be a school teacher, or you could be a nurse. Not historically, it's not you should be a doctor, you should be an aerospace engineer, you should be we're saying nurse and teacher and these things
like
that are
a mom.
easier, like a mom,
Yeah,
like a
like a mom.
that nurturing
Exactly.
character,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But let it go, let it go, and then let's see.
I think Laura had her hand up too.
Let it go, and then let's see. Go. President.
Why did that stick? I don't like that. You guys. That's from like the first day, President. Okay. Go ahead, Mr. President.
I don't want to be again bad boy, but
Yeah.
but
You be the bad boy,
problem
Hank.
She
Okay.
was talking about is not about sexism. It's about she was encouraged.
Yeah.
Girls.
I think yeah.
Why about salaries? Why women receive less than men? Because women don't want to do hard job. If woman will go at night, do some construction, she gonna receive more money. If she going a day 2-3 hours working, of course she gonna receive less than men.
Who works
you talk
2-3
about-
hours?
Yeah, you talk about in
I mean, where is at the city at the night, woman doing construction? Did
I
you
see
that?
one. I see one every single night when I drive
Yes.
home. And you drive on Mineral Spring too, so
Yeah.
you should look harder.
Maybe, maybe there is 10 men, 1 woman. The problem is that women don't want to work there.
Maybe they don't put
There
them
Because they have children. They probably have children to take care of at home.
yes.
I think she forgot to compare.
Now, I'm going to keep raising my hand. He's going to speak. Go ahead.
Okay. Thank you, Olivia. I think she forgot to consider this disparity is for the same work.
I didn't finish.
No.
Yeah, this disparity. Normally, human do the same thing.
Women.
Women work in the same area, and she receives less than men.
Yeah.
I think it's important to say.
Yeah.
Because sometimes
Yeah, that's
women
what I'm
is
talking
work in the factory who make a car, and men work too in the factory who make a car. She receives men than men.
Less?
Yeah, it's for the same. It's for the
That's not
same.
true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but it is true.
Then
And
they
in
doing
a
the
mod.
same job.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's the same job.
The
Yeah.
same job, the
Yeah,
same
it's the
company.
company.
And so it and for a modern reference.
Can I give you an example?
You know?
Yeah.
No, hold on.
I didn't finish. There is
She needs
statistics. There is statistics. You know, big 4 companies. Big
Yes,
Four.
I have statistics
KPMG,
for it.
Ernst & Young, PwC, Big 4. They're doing audit, tax consultant. They're the biggest company in the world in the finance and accounting. They have statistics. When men apply for a job, he's applying for audit or something. Audit is very hard job. You have to work like 18 hours per day. You have to travel. You have to go many different places. Or women are applying for taxing. They have to work 8. It is statistic. Why? Why women don't want to apply for audit? Why they don't want to work 20 hours per day? Why?
Maybe because they have children. They have children
I
at
think the
home.
question is
But audit,
And now
audit is
because
paid
we
more
You're
than
saying
tax.
that everything. What
They
they
wouldn't
need
apply for that.
All right, hold on. Let's all have one conversation.
Let it talk. It's okay. Let it talk. It's okay. Let it talk. Well, I was going to pick a little bit what the teacher was talking about what did you say? The as a maternal, yeah? Maternal?
Like the nurturing.
Nurturing part.
Mhm.
That's an important part because they also in the video she talked about that how, for example, when women are expecting a baby, how she do more work like with the baby at home than men. Yes, but then also one thing we need to remember that a woman, that's a part of their job as a woman. You're supposed to nurture. Men do not nurture.
Why?
Men
Why?
do not-
Why?
No, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
I'm waiting. I'm just waiting. Go
I'm not
ahead.
saying men who not supposed to do it. It's a completely different thing. Say men, yeah. Say men don't do it. Men don't deliver baby.
No.
Men don't, how you say,
Breastfeed.
breastfeed the baby. And the first 3-4 months, the 6 months of the baby, you guys know that as a woman, is a more important vital moment for the baby. That's the mother who can carry more than men.
Yeah.
So that's a natural thing. We cannot change that. Yes.
Okay, maybe the dad doesn't have the same connection as the mother.
That's the point.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean that the dad cannot do the same things that the mom does. Just because you don't have the same connection, it's your kid.
No, but
It
you
doesn't
said-
matter what.
No,
I didn't
but
say that.
as
I didn't say that.
Yeah, but the physical is just the
Guys,
connection.
but
Wait,
the question-
hold on. Let Laura say something because she's been biting her tongue.
The men don't feel pain.
That's one more
They
point.
don't need
it's not a
to
question, guys. Come on.
spend all time to doing the same thing when the woman have in maternity, because you can go to the conclusion with a big,
Belly.
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 Yeah, belly. Or when you have a baby, you can go to the. For me, it's
But,
the problem is about that. It's more than-
I think that one of the things that determines what someone's schedule will be is what they're planning to do with themselves. You know, like my husband can work whatever hours he wants to because if we get pregnant, who's carrying that baby? It's my schedule that needs to be the flexible schedule. So to work 18 hours a day is not an impossible feat for a woman.
Yeah,
You know?
it's not impossible, but women don't want to work. That's the main reason.
But why is it that they
Why?
don't
The
want to work?
statistic shows they're applying for easier jobs. Why?
But are they applying for easier jobs or more flexible
Easier.
schedules?
It's the same thing.
That's what
But their schedule is there.
For the possibility.
You're saying about the same woman and men doing the same job.
Yeah.
Now you're receiving less than Jay
Yeah.
for this job.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, I'm the director,
No, I
right?
mean
So it's
for
a little
class, for
but
teacher classes.
yeah.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I work
Why?
at the tip. Yeah, no.
Because he's
That is the question. Why?
because he's man.
Yeah.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
If she was black, it's all.
Was.
It's not a question.
Okay. So
But
so
I have a researcher was published in Washington Post in March in beginning this year, and the because I think she
Cheryl.
Forgot to compare for the same job because the researcher informed that it's 2016. And human still make less for doing the same
job.
work as men. It's true.
I don't know.
But you need to study it.
I know. My brother-in-law and her wife are working in PwC. They're receiving the same money. They're married. They know how
well,
each
but and
other
that's
is receiving.
that's great, but that's not the norm. Like it's the
In
companies
civil company, it's normal.
in what?
Civil civil company, not like a 19th century company.
Civil company.
Civil company like
Civil company. The
Apple,
woman.
Microsoft.
Give me an
and
example.
everybody.
No, but in the
Give me
tech
an
world,
Tech
it's even
world,
worse. In the tech
finance
world,
world.
it's even worse.
One example.
Women that get into tech have the same degrees as men do, make less, like $20,000 less a year on average in the same position as, let's say, an entry-level electronic engineer. The same exact job, the same credentials. Starting rate is less.
You have your phone in front of you. Check over there. The woman for the American national team, soccer, make Less than $20 million.
Good,
they
good,
have
good, good
a 3
example.
World Cup champ. Men don't have
Good
shit.
example.
Because it's not popular. It's
No.
not interesting. It's not interesting.
It's a job. It's a job.
It's a job.
Yeah.
It's a job.
Good,
Yeah.
good
It's
example.
a job.
Yeah, like in
It's a
Brazil.
job.
Yeah.
State, you work for the government, for your,
Soccer is
for your
not about
country.
just job.
It's a
It's
job.
have to be- Why soccer is more expensive than volleyball?
Well, there's
Because it's
another
more
point.
interesting.
There's another point. That's another
It's
point.
more
Yeah.
interesting.
But we're not discussing it here. We're discussing our salary.
That's more popular.
Our salary is not equal for men and women. That's true. In this country, it's true. Yes.
No, all in the world.
In the world, yeah, it's
No,
in the world.
Yeah, it's not
in
only
the
one
world.
country.
That kind of
It's all over the world, yeah. It's a reality we live on. It's not fair, definitely that's not fair. Definitely. Actually, for me, if I become president one day, women don't work. No, they don't have to.
In the for the public
If I become
award.
president, they don't work. No.
Why?
Men can put it them and they take care of the kids and everything else. Society be nice. There's no problem. They take care of the kids, be nice. There's no problem in society.
You're saying that if you were president, women wouldn't work.
They take care of the kids at home.
All right, I think we're going to finish this conversation before I flip out. Thank you, Yohanny. Yohanny, great job. Great job. Great job.